In 2022, I lost 174,000 subscribers and gained 190 million views. These are the kind of stats that we're going to be taking a look at in today's video. I wanted to give you guys a peek behind the curtain with some fun Call of Duty Warzone gameplay in the background, as I know that a lot of you are interested in this kind of stuff when I've done similar videos in the past. It could just be out of intrigue, but it could also be that you're someone who's looking to make videos and grow as a content creator too. And this Warzone victory here was quite fun, as we really should not have got as far as we did, and the ending was just absolutely crazy. Multiple revives. Also, these kind of videos are very fun for me to make, and I find them extremely useful as it gives me a chance to see how the channel performed for the year, where it succeeded, where it failed, improvements I can make, things that I should do more, and also to let you guys into some secrets and some of my plans for the future. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment below what the most interesting thing was here, subscribe if you're new, and let's get stuck in. An overview to start then. In 2022, we managed to accrue 190.2 million views with a watch time of 22.3 million hours. That's a lot of hours, and my most viewed day of the year was Sunday, September 18th, and this was driven mainly by my gameplay coverage of the Modern Warfare 2 beta. In 2022, I created 263 videos, 2 shorts, and 40 live streams. And how did people find my content in this year? The vast majority came from browse features at 62.8%. That means the YouTube homepage, home screen, the subscription feed, and the other browsing features. Now, out of all that content that I posted, these were my top 10 videos of 2022 in terms of views. My Elden Ring experience, playing Star Citizen for the first time, MW2 multiplayer, a YouTube short, a Star Wars Battlefront 2015 video about that game being ahead of the time, a video about next generation game graphics and engines like Unreal Engine 5, MW2 gameplay reveal, a Warzone video on recall mechanics and streamers, and finally a tips and tricks video for Modern Warfare 2. An important thing to note is that 5 of these videos in the top 10 can be considered an evergreen piece of content in my opinion. That means that in a way, they will always be interesting and relevant regardless of time, and also searched for and recommended down the line. Evergreen content typically takes longer to produce and requires more planning, scripting and effort, but it does pay off in terms of long-term channel growth and revenue. So I'll be focusing more on that in 2023. I've already got some evergreen videos in the works, and I think a couple of them are quite interesting and will spark some discussion. Watch out for them. However, 5 of these videos are straight up gameplay of something new and were put together with less effort and time and minimal planning. Star Citizen in this example was new to me, and I'm playing with friends who are explaining the game to me as I'm experiencing it for the first time. This feeling can transcend to the viewer too, because if the game's new to them, they're also learning while watching, and that makes it satisfying to see. Editing the most interesting bits together with a narrative involved. Narrative is really important. Funny moments, epic moments, and some cool music led to an interesting video with natural discovery that lots of people wanted to watch. The other Star Citizen videos performed exceptionally well too. The Modern Warfare 2 videos are mostly gameplay, showing new stuff, explaining mechanics and tips and tricks. Again, not that difficult to put together, providing that you can be entertaining and engaging enough, but releasing videos like these at the right time with the right title and thumbnail resulted in great outreach. That tells me that straight up gameplay videos, especially for new and hype titles, perform very well for me still, and in 2023 I'll be creating more videos on new games that I've not played and exposing new games to people who potentially don't have the time to research or playtest themselves. If I see a game that I think is interesting and it fits my audience and genres, I'll probably do a video on it because it could be entertaining to watch, and it also could help the viewer decide if they want to check out the game for themselves. In 2022, I purposefully made content that I wanted to on games that I enjoyed, and I made an effort to always get straight into the meat and bones without filling an introduction with a load of fluff and nonsense to pad out the watch time. As a viewer, I find that I get turned off from a video when the intro starts to bloat and waffle, so I completely dropped intros and long outros in most of my content this year. The viewer's time is precious, and you have to provide value in some way, whether that's entertainment, funny bits, tips and tricks, interesting commentary, and you've got to do it as fast as possible in an attempt to keep people watching. What about that shorts video then? Well, that was a bit of an experiment for me. It's a tongue-in-cheek parody of how insane in-game Easter eggs are getting. It's a parody of content creators padding videos unnecessarily, never getting to the point and actually saying what the thing is until right at the end, sometimes not at all. It also mocks the use of the word "this" in YouTube titles, which I am guilty of myself because It works so well. You got to play the game. Humans are naturally inquisitive, and being ambiguous and enticing in your titles on the surface prompts a click and watch to find out what this is. What is this thing about? The video content still has to be good though. A good thumbnail and title won't save you, because a viewer will click, start watching it. If it's bad or uninteresting, the viewer will click off. The YouTube algorithm will look at that and go, this video isn't satisfying, I'm not going to recommend it to many people. Back to the short then. Despite it only being 60 seconds in length, it took me around 5 to 6 hours to make, as it required writing a script that worked well. I then had to gather the relevant footage from each game and edit it into something that flowed well together and looped seamlessly. It had to be engaging. And this appeared to work well, and it kept people watching, as the average percent viewed for this short was 82.2%. In terms of revenue generated, the short made me $61, which is terrible for that number of views, but it's exactly as I expected. However, it did bring in 5,700 new subscribers. That is terrific growth from one piece of content. And that tells me that if you've got a good idea for a short, you might as well make it, put a bit of effort into it, put it out there. If it's a good piece of video content, it will help you grow. I would recommend making exclusive and new content for shorts though, rather than regurgitating clips from videos and streams that are already on your YouTube channel. You can see on the graph here, the blue line, that's normal subscribers from video content. The purple spike there, that's when I posted this short. So shorts are an incredibly valuable tool or weapon for growth on YouTube, and I'll be doing more of them in 2023 when I see fit, when I have a good idea. Also, in February, shorts revenue should be massively increasing with the new revenue model, so that's a bonus too. The average view duration for all of my videos in 2022 was 5 minutes and 7 seconds. That's roughly how long I can typically hold your attention for. 53.2% of my views came from people who weren't subscribed, and that means that my content is being recommended to new people a lot by the algorithm, which is great. That's all part of content strategy, title, thumbnail, the hook at the start, that kind of thing. These were my top 5 earning videos. No surprises there apart from the bottom one, which is actually a live stream turned into a VOD, and we'll talk about that shortly. And these are the top 5 channels which my audience watches. Again, no surprises to me personally there. And I actually watch all of these channels myself, funnily enough. There's a lot of audience crossover on YouTube. Subscribers then, as of making this video, I have 3,984,411 subscribers. I gained 333,358 and I lost 174,981, making a total growth of 158,377 in 2022. 27,450 of those lost were closed accounts, interestingly. YouTube periodically closes inactive spam or bot accounts, just FYI. 11.4% of subscribers have all notifications turned on for my channel, so that's 454,000, and 5.1% have enabled YouTube notifications on their device. That means that there's 203.2 thousand people getting a notification on their device when I post a video. That's pretty cool. This is commonly referred to as dinging the bell. I very rarely ask people to do this, but if you haven't and you like my stuff, do consider it. Demographics: heavily male dominated audience, and geography, well, this is pretty typical year on year. The majority of my viewers come from the US, the next is UK, and then the rest of the world. I did say that I would talk about live streams too, so let's take a look at those, as one of my live streams turned into a video. That was the Modern Warfare 2 campaign walkthrough. Was the 5th most profitable video for the whole year. So I did 40 live streams in total in 2022, and that made 20 million views, and I streamed and released those streams as videos on my channel too. The benefit of this is that if the content was interesting, people will watch it while it's live, and they'll also watch it after the fact, and they'll watch it for longer. Remember, the average view duration on videos was 5 minutes and 7 seconds, while my average view duration on live streams was 24 minutes and 10 seconds. I know it's not an apples to apples comparison, because my average video length is a lot shorter at about 8 to 12 minutes in 2022, and live streams typically 2 to 3 hours, but streaming and then releasing the video as a VOD afterwards is good for growth, and it's good for ad revenue because you can slot multiple ads in over longer sessions. My average concurrent viewers was 7,613 over those 40 live streams in total. I'm really happy with that stat. And these here are my best performing streams of the year, with the most concurrent viewers being 21,615. I think in general, streams on YouTube are a great tool in many ways. For growth, as they have search priority. For revenue, as they tend to be much longer and people watch them for longer. I've also made an effort to position live streaming on YouTube around gaming events that play into the hands of the algorithm. I almost always have a theme for each stream too, which I portray in the title, thumbnail, and quickly get into in the intro, commentary, and footage to just ensure that it's still watchable as a video after the fact. So more streams coming in 2023. It's another tool like Shorts, which you can use to your advantage. Also, I do stream at the best quality, 1440p or 4K with a 50,000 bit rate, and it's a big advantage that YouTube has over the competition. The fidelity of the video is a lot better, leading to a greater visual quality for the viewer. Wrapping things up, I could get super into the stats and strategy, but that isn't what this video is about. Just a bit of an overview for anyone interested, and I hope that you found this insightful or entertaining in some way. My plans for the new year are to make more evergreen content that takes longer to produce, but is better quality, it will stay relevant, and it will generate discussion. I intend to cover more new games that I'm interested in, and I think you might be interested in. I also intend to make more tips and tricks videos, as you guys typically react very well to that, and also just more videos where we're having a laugh, fun with friends, and exploring the joy of gaming, which I'm certain is one of the best hobbies in the world. I also want to say thank you to my viewers. As always, the community that we've built here is phenomenal. You're all absolute legends supporting my content, and I hope that I continue to offer value to you on YouTube going forward. I couldn't ask for a more rewarding job. I get to be creative, and on a personal level, I'm in a good place where I can help out friends and family. With that said, I'm off. Here's to 2023. There's a lot of fun and exciting games to look forward to. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.